today, but I I had something come over me, and I really wanted to kind of tap into the mind of, and it's so gross to have to even say that, to tap into the mindset of P. Diddy, because I want to know how he's feeling about the verdict once it comes to that time, because they just started his trial. They literally just, I mean, the first witness was up today. They took a really long time assembling a jury. So that was finalized this morning, and then they get right to it. I wanted to know what he's thinking about when it comes to the verdict. Okay. And here's the thing. He truly is living in some kind of, this guy is living in some kind of delusion or something, because he thinks that everything is going to work out. He thinks that he believes, has himself convinced that he's going to be found not guilty. Okay? And that, and that his life is going to resume. Okay? He believes that he can persuade, or his team can persuade them to be hypnotized and sort of fall in love with him or something, right? There's this real weird thing going on here. But 10 of Cups being the first card out, I'm he believes, okay, that everything is going to be emotionally stable for him, and he's going to have his life back. And then the Strength card to the Ace of Cups, I'm dude, he really does feel like he can persuade people to feel deeply for him, and to really feel compassion for him and pity, and this is all happening to an innocent man. Okay. He has a lot of fears about his legacy, and about the money, the family, the affluence, the security, okay, the dynasty, the wealth. So he is very concerned with it, and at the same time I feel like they're running low on funds or something, because there is a fear here. It's so I think what's happening is that he has to make some kind of decision, because he's trying to prioritize things, and he's weighing up two options. Oh, I know what this is leading to. This is fucking insane. Okay, so aside from that 10 of Pentacles, I'm leaving that on his hopes, right? I'm leaving that on his hopes, and not what he is. That's what he wants to happen. But should it come to the other decision, okay, should it fall into that category, Mr. Sean P. Diddy Combs has a plan for himself. And it's not a good one. So if he is found guilty and he is sentenced to prison for pretty much the rest of his life, he is going to unalive himself behind bars. And what I get here is that he isn't sure how he's going to do it, but he knows that he has several options, which is strange, because I mean, I kind of thought that like there was sort of one way that you can guarantee to do it. I mean, I don't know anything about that, but he says if the institution, hierophant at the bottom of the deck, institution, justice here, so of the law, finds me guilty and sentences me to prison, okay, I am going to, it's going to, he says, it's going to send him into a spiral of regret and grief to the point where he will think about and contemplate all the different ways that he can get out of being in prison. And that tracks with 7 of Cups and then Justice and Death. Okay. And in this case, I will take death as a physical death. I do feel like this is what he will be doing, okay, to get out of his life sentence or whatever it is that they hand over to him. But yeah, it's not looking good for him. He's trying. He really is trying with his team. They had been trying to persuade or to pick jurors that seem easily convinced or easily persuaded, people who will fall in love with his fame, fall in love with his notoriety and all of that stuff so that they will find him not guilty. That's not necessarily what I see happening, but it's up in the air because in the middle of this reading is the 2 of Pentacles. Juggling. We don't know how it's going to go. He has a very good legal team, but the prosecution, I get the sense that they're just as powerful and they're not going to fumble this. It's way too important. They're like, I see them kind of like a force, like ironclad. Like there's no getting through the mountain of these women that are prosecuting P. Diddy. So I just wanted to have a look in and see what's what. If you have any questions about him or what's going on or anything, and you want me to do like an addition, like a full reading on this at all, leave it down below. I know that I've been asked by somebody that wants to know what has happened between him and Justin Bieber. And I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet, but I will try. And I'll speak to you all soon.